bitch. All right.
Hello gentlemen, it has been a little while, not too long, and I'm not going to specify the time that it's been, but it has been a little while, and believe it or not, we are back at Bush Monsterville, and I have got a red hot one for you today. It's such the epitome of bush monsters. I mean, the last one was not really an adequate display of being a bush monster. This completely is, and really for so many reasons, this brings up so many issues of camping and whether it's good or whether it's bad, or if you dislike it or you do like it, or if you do it or if you don't do it. And I've actually been conversing with a few of my friends about this, and I think we're on the same page in terms of kind of our opinion of it. And really, for some reason, maybe I've just got a backwards way of thinking about it. Maybe I'm just incorrect in my logical thought process or something like that. But I don't really find camping that bad. Maybe it's just specific to bad company, but it's just like, if you're camping, I know of your specific location, and it's that much easier to kill you. And really, how it works in this specific game type, and really, when I first played Team Deathmatch in Bad Company 2, especially on this map, I can't even remember this map name. Is it Laguna Presa? I think it is Laguna Presa. Oh yeah, it is Laguna Presa. Remember I call it that? I forgot about it because the name Bush Monsterville kind of overrided that one, but or overrode. Maybe I'm saying that incorrectly. But anyways, it's kind of like a map where as soon as I got introduced to it, I was like, I would compare it to the first time that I saw the Miley Cyrus video, Can't Be Tamed. Have you ever seen that? It's the exact same feeling. I'm like, what is going on? I am so stumped and confused. This map is so cryptic, I don't understand what's going on. It's kind of like the Can't Be Tamed video. I hate to make a Miley Cyrus reference, but it's really what really fit into this picture as I can describe it to you. Now, back to the issue of camping. Basically how the camping style is, or the camping settings for this specific match, was how it kind of works is everyone hides in a bush, and then anyone that runs in the water or goes to the top of a hill gets shot. That's basically the extent of it. Here's a bush monster here, prime example. And they're that much easier to kill. If you're stationary, that just totally destroys half of the difficulty, okay? Now, in my mind, especially on this map, and especially on Deathmatch, is broken up into two halves. The first half is acquiring a target. Very simple, right? But it's more complex on this one because there's so much dense vegetation. It's hard to see people, to be blunt. It's difficult to find people, and that's half the battle. Half the battle is finding your enemy, and then the other half is actually putting shots downrange and actually killing him. That's the other half of the difficult portion. And it's so much easier to blend in with your environment if you're sitting in the bushes. If you're sitting in the bushes, if we get down to brass tacks here, I don't think anybody ever says brass tacks anymore, but if you're inside the bushes, you are going to be spotted a lot less frequently than if you're running around. Especially, hopefully I glanced over here later on in the video, but see, okay, prime example right here. Get hit by a camper, he's obviously camping. I'm not mad about it at all. Look, I'm not mad, guys. When I say camper, there's no negative tone in my voice, okay? And then I just come back around here, and then I spam select like it's Christmas, and I eventually find him. And here we go. There he is. Put a few shots downrange with burst fire, and he's toast. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm feeling kind of energized for this specific commentary. I mean, I feel energized for every commentary, but I have just had a great drink, and no, I'm not an alcoholic, and I actually don't drink alcohol. I've never actually tasted alcohol. Call me a little girl if you would like. My ego is not penetrated and or bruised at all, but the drink that I'm actually drinking right now is a mix of guava juice and Diet Orange Crush. And it is a better combination than Bearsharktopus. You guys, or no, it's not it's Bearsharktopus. Have you guys ever heard of that? If you haven't yet, Google it very, very soon. It's called Bearsharktopus. It's a combination between a bear, a shark, and an octopus. It's the most amazing organism that doesn't exist. But moving on from my drink and or beverage that I'm drinking currently, I'm using the M4 today, and I've heard a few people lately in other commentators' videos saying that for some reason that the M4 is the best assault rifle, and I just disagree with that completely. And anyone that says that the AN-94 Abacon is not the best assault rifle is lying. The AN-94, by far, the greatest assault rifle in Battlefield Bad Company 2. And I have a direct line of reasoning as to why, okay? And I can speak on this because I already have a platinum star with it. I have something like over 1,200 kills with it. So I can speak from experience. Okay, really, from the breakdown of DICE's angle, who created the game, obviously, the gun has high damage, high accuracy, but they tried to mitigate and or they tried to kind of hold the weapon back by having a low rate of fire. But since you can fire it basically as fast as your trigger can pull, it kind of mitigates the low rate of fire. So it essentially makes it essentially makes the rifle, hopefully I'm being clear enough for you here, it essentially makes the rifle great in accuracy, damage, and rate of fire because DICE didn't anticipate that somebody could fire the weapon that fast. I don't know why, but it's essentially the best assault rifle in the game, without a doubt in my mind. And feel free to refute my point. Feel free to have a rebuttal of me and prove me wrong with some kind of logical process. Try to tell me why it's not the best assault rifle in the game. Maybe you have that specific opinion, and I respect that. If you have a different opinion than mine on the AN-94 Abacon assault rifle, by all means, I am all ears. I am ready to listen to you. And here's another example of a camper. Campers that I love. I love them so much just because they don't move. They're that much easier to kill. It's basic knowledge of warfare, right? If your target is stationary, it's going to be a lot easier to eliminate than one that's on the move, right? Right. Okay. Now, I do eventually, and this is not exactly, I would not give this advice to any other players, so I really would not advise you to do this, but I actually decided to adopt the V for Vengeance. No, it's not V for Vendetta, it's V for Vengeance. And run over here and killed the camper that killed me. And, excuse me, I'm burping from my delicious beverage. By all means, don't feel the need to get a revenge kill, guys. It's not really going to help your play just to kill. See, I go back and I kill the sniper that killed me. But I just did that just because I had a hard time finding enemies in this specific map. Even though there were 12 enemies, it was a full game. It was just kind of hard for me. And really, if I know exactly where an enemy is, and I know that I can hit him from a reasonable distance with my M4, I'm going to do it, okay? Just a little background on the M4. It's sort of like the AUG. I know I've mentioned that in a previous video, but it's very accurate. The rate of fire is not particularly amazing. I mean, it's good. It's not exactly like an F2000 rate of fire, but I really like it for a few reasons that are really prominent. Okay, number one, it's got a really fast reload. I think a lot of people really overlook this, but it has a really fast reload, which I like very much. And number two, it has great iron sights, and I'm actually using the ACOG here just because I need some zoom because this is obviously a large level. But I do enjoy the iron sights when I'm not using a 4x scope. Number three, it's got great vertical recoil. It's got decent damage, but the great vertical recoil makes it easy to hit targets from a long range. And for some reason, I just can't do that with an AUG. I can do it occasionally with an AUG assault rifle, but the M4 just seems more consistent with long-range combat to me. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for watching, and don't worry, it's not over yet. We got another 30 seconds of magical time together, but I go 21-5, I believe, and the kill-death ratio, which it does matter in this game, right? That's the objective, just to kill the other team, is my kill-death ratio is the day where all those smokers all smoke weed. But I want to thank you guys for watching, but until next time, I will see you later. Oh, and I almost forgot, Bearsharktopus for the win. Take a look at this picture.